Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video are all of the products that I purchased that I got in 2021 so far. So if you're interested in seeing what I got, how much I spent so far, and a breakdown of per category what I've bought, then just keep watching. I'm looking at this stuff in front of me and I'm like, oh! I'm going to also see, is there anything here, what I regret as well. So will I do it per month or will I do it per category? I will do it per month and then I'll round it off at the end with the category. So in January, I bought this in 2020 technically, but I received it in January. I had a Colourpop order for that. It's Hue collection and the colourful liners, and then they all went missing, so they gave me a voucher with an expiration to use. So I got these in January, but I spent the money in 2019. It's the Wild Child collection. So the first thing I got was this Wild Child pressed powder palette from Colourpop, and here it is. Here I've used this palette about 20 times so far since I got it. Also, just to mention, this is the first video I filmed with my hair. I'm getting the rest of my hair done on Saturday coming, but I have split my parting into a middle parting at the moment. She used my own natural hair color and then did a bit of, not highlights, but like it's my hair color and highlights, and then a bit of a money piece. I'm kind of caught as to, does a side parting suit me better or a middle parting? But I haven't seen a middle parting since like primary school, so I'm like vibing back to then. I don't know, does it suit me? But anyway, the elephant in the room is the hair. So this palette, I'm loving this palette. There is pressed glitter in here in the shade Lashes in the middle, but it's not like their usual pressed glitters where it's very clearly a glitter. It's like a hybrid of a glitter slash shadow, and I love this palette. This is a very sultry, sexy palette on the eyeball. It's a chocolatey goodness. You guys know I love bronzes. I love it. I think it's beautiful, and I think it would suit a huge variety of people. So that was the first thing. And then I also got these 3 Supershock shadows, and here's the first one here in the shade Free Rain. It's beautiful. It's a ultra glitter. Run Wild, which is an ultra glitter, and Basic Instinct, which is an ultra metallic. And I've hit pan on both of these so far. You don't really need the Supershocks if you have the palette, because 2 of the Supershocks are a spot on dupe of the palette. But this one is my favorite one here. It's so stunning. This one is in Basic Instinct. It's absolutely gorgeous. I don't know, do I do close-ups in this type of video? I don't think I've filmed one of these before, but they're stunning. And then the last thing I think I got in this order, no, 2 more things. These 2 blushes were part of the collection, and Jet Set and Trippin'. They're obviously clearly different in shade, but it's like one is a more built up version of the other almost on my skin. I don't know why. I love them, even though they're like a matte finish with like sparkles in them up close. The sparkles don't show on your cheek. These are beautiful. I love a bronzy blush. I love a bronzy blush. So these are right up my alley. I love them. Lately though, I've been topping them with like a shimmer topper just to add some glow to my face. But I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Also in January, part of the Wild Child collection are these 3 lippy sticks in the shade Brat Pack and Behave and Sassy. And like they're very dark chocolate brown. It doesn't say on the back what finish they are, but it feels creamier than their Matte X. So it's a dark chocolate brown. My favorite shade is next in Brat Pack. I actually really like the colors of my Colourpop lippy sticks. I'm really happy with the ones I have. I'm wearing Parker today on my lips. This is in the shade Sassy. It's like another deep chocolate brown. Also, I find that you don't need the 2 of these deep chocolate brown because they look almost identical on the lip. So one or the other would pretty much do. So if you've seen my products that I was like, why did I buy this? I can't remember what the title of the video is, but I'll link it up here. But it was stuff that I really regretted buying. And it was the Flexitarian Supershock highlighter. So I bought Lunch Money the last time because I didn't like the other one. And I'm liking Lunch Money. I love the formula of this. It's quite intense. As I've learned, I'm just the opposite of everyone else. This is a pearlized finish, and I like this one. This is more of a champagne color. It's not as icy. It's still a bit icy. Look at that. Look, can you see that? If my hair is kind of blowing, I have the window open behind because it's a bit warm. That's everything I purchased in January, and including the voucher, I spent €22.94 on, I think it was customs to get that to Ireland. And that's everything I bought in January, and I don't regret anything here. And then in February I went insane, okay? I went insane. I'm so sorry, but I'm not sorry, okay? So let's just start. I got this primer here. So I learned that the Becca was closing, and then I was like, okay. So I bought this backlight priming filter. I really want to buy the purple one as well, but no, this was my favorite out of the two. This is very glowy. Some people think it's too glowy. I like it because it's like a candle glow finish, and I love this and I don't regret it, and I'm happy that I got it. If Becca wasn't closing, would I have purchased this? No, I would just finish off my sample size that I have. But because it's closing, I bought this. I don't regret it. I'm happy with that. I also bought this little mini primer, and this is from Fenty. It's in a glass, by the way. The bottle is glass for the mini, and this is like a Pro Filter hydrating one. This one is actually really nice as well. I was really surprised by this because it's a hydrating finish, but it also blurs your skin a bit as well. I like this. I'm so glad I bought the mini. The mini is 15 mils, and I think it cost me 15 euros for this mini. Let me just check. Fenty mini primer, 16 euros. I bought it on Boots, and I really like this. I'm actually really happy with this as well. I wanted to try different primers. Then I went on a foundation bloody crazy ass binge. And I don't know, did I buy the two of these in the 1 month? But anyway, I went crazy on foundation. So let's just start. I got the IT Cosmetics CC cream in Fair Light. I don't buy foundations hardly ever, and then I use them all up and then I go crazy, and then I use them all up and I go crazy. I think before this I bought one in 2020, and then I bought none for a few years until I finished a load. However, this I got with a voucher. This is a repurchase, but it's in the shade Fair Light. The one I finished before is in the shade Fair. I think if I were to get it again, I'd buy it in the shade Fair. My skin is being really weird though. This is too light for me at this moment in time. But 90% of the year, this would be too dark for me. Does that make sense? Or just a smidge too dark. Like I could get away with it. So I will use it. I do like it. There is a fragrance with this. So if you get migraines, I like the scent of it. It's not like, it's kind of florally and luxury smell, but if you do get migraines, just know that there is a fragrance on this and it is expensive. So that's the first one, and it's a repurchase because I finished one of these before. This next one is a bougie ass purchase, and I think, was this the first one I bought? No. This is the Laura Mercier Flawless Lumiere Radiance Perfecting Foundation. And this bad boy costs a fortune. It's 49 euros. Never in my life did I think I could afford a foundation that would cost 49 euros, to be honest with you. 13 euros was a stretch, so I do appreciate that I was in a position at that time to buy this. But I bought this, right, in the shade 2C1 Ecru, and it's way too dark for my skin tone. It really is orange on me. However, I'm actually, I don't know if you can see, but I'm actually down to here already, because I'll show you why later, but it turned out not to be an in vain purchase. I really do like the finish of this. If I could get a bang on colour match, this would be great. But I really liked the formula of this. So I liked the formula, didn't like the colour. And then I went and I got a lighter one because I really liked the formula. This one is in the shade 1CO Cameo. It just doesn't match me, okay? But this one I can wear most of the time, but it's still not, it's kind of runny, you have to shake it. This one is not a spot on match, but it's grand as well. It's closer. I just really enjoy the formula of that. It's too expensive. This was a kind of a treat yourself time on things that you would have always eyeballed and never purchased for yourself. And it's something that I'll use up. I don't generally go crazy with foundations, so I don't feel guilty. This is another one. It's an expensive ass foundation, and it's 49 euros 50. This is the Givenchy Prisme, I used to say Givenchy. The Givenchy Prisme Libre Skin Caring Glow. This one is in the shade 1C105. This foundation is too light for me right now, but too dark, slightly too dark for me for 90% of the rest of the time. Because when I first got this, when I bought this was in February, and it was a bit darker, but I could get away with it. This is a nice finish on it as well. It has a bit of a smell off. It kind of reminds me of MAC, you know, the full coverage MAC foundation, the smell. That's the scent that's off it. I don't know how strong it is because I don't have a good sense of smell anymore. I don't know will my smell ever return, so we're just going with it. I like this foundation as well. Is it worth $49.50? Hell to the no. I don't think any of these are worth the price. But again, then the problem I had with a load of drugstore foundations I had was that they kept oxidizing on me. But I have better times with I prefer drugstore concealers to high-end. Anyway, this foundation, again, I'm having a color issue, but I can get away with this one as well. I'm not done for February. I got another foundation. This is the Lancome. This was basically a load of foundations that were sitting in my basket. Okay, the Lancome Tint Miracle Hydrating Foundation Natural Healthy Look SPF 15. This one is in the shade, okay, I don't know if this is right, but 01040TN02. It is not quite my shade, but this is one I can still wear and not have to mix. I like the finish of this. This is a really nice one. I am oily though, so I do have to like powder areas after a while throughout the day. But I really like this because it's not like a big full ass coverage thing where, yay, my pink for my nose is coming through and my chin is coming through. It does fade away, but it's not like disgusting the way it normally is on my face. Okay, and I got 2 more foundations, and this is as a result of 2 YouTubers here. I bought this because of Sarah Rose. I was eyeballing it and I was talking to my friend about it anyway. And then when I saw her video of her doing a wear test, and I was like, oh, that's beautiful. So I love those videos, by the way. They're so helpful. So this is in the shade 10 Ultra Fair 24-hour hydration, 35 mils or 1.1 fluid ounce. This one cost me 32 euros and it's in the shade 010 Fair, right? This is so light. Like it's white. It just doesn't match me at all. But it's also really thick for some reason. So I have it mixed today with this darker Laura Mercier one. However, it's really hard to mix it because it's so thick and creamy that it kind of clumps. Maybe what I'll do is, okay, what I was doing was putting like dark blob, white blob, dark light blob and just sponging it all around. That's not working. So I think I'll just have to mix it on a spatula so that the consistency mixes together. Like when I say this, I don't know why when I see this kind of a packaging, I assume, like it says tinted glow hydrator, medium coverage. I don't know, I get like a runnier vibe. I was not expecting it to be as thick as it is. I can't actually even tell you what the formula is like on its own fully because when I wore it on its own, it was just so white on me in 010 Fair, Ultra Fair. I'm normally the fairest shades, or was, in foundation. So am I 20 in this? Because I haven't experienced this formula enough on its own, I didn't want to go buy another one, you know. I'll have to use this mixing it. Maybe it'll be, sorry, I heard noise. Maybe it'll match me more in December maybe, but this is just way too light. So I have to mix it. So I actually regret this because I'm only using it now because it's expensive. Whereas the other ones I want to use, this one I absolutely have to mix it. And I have to mix it where it's so light that it's like a mixing drop. I can only use a tiny bit of it or else everything else is just too light. Even when I put it in with this really dark Laura Mercier one, it was actually like 90%, 10%, even with this being so dark because this is so light on me. But anyway, it's like I regret / don't regret. I regret it now because it's just the wrong shade. You can't return these in Ireland. So that's that one. And then I bought this one because of Rebecca Morgan. I really love both of those YouTubers. This is in White Pearl T1C. This is from Oma Beauty. Oh, it's so pale. I cannot color match myself anymore. I can't seem to do it. And like adjustable coverage. For medium coverage, use sparingly. For full coverage, use generously. So this is really runny. Really runny. Like so runny. But again, I can't tell this formula fully on its own because it's just so fair. So these 2 foundations are going to have to be mixed to finish. And it's so little of each, it's hard to tell what the formula is even like. But anyway, I bought that in February. Is there anything else that I decided to get? No. So that was a foundation heavy month. Let's see. Okay, then in March we spent 57 euros. Oh, God's sake, Steph. So what did I buy? I bought this RMS Magic Luminizer is the shade. It's a cream highlighter. This is 41 euros and 4 cents. I don't know why I have 4 cents. Maybe I bought it in sterling. I don't know. But anyway, this is it here. This is a beautiful cream highlighter. It's quite sticky and quite clumpy. So it's actually hard enough to apply. I apply it with a sponge, but you have to be so careful. It's one of those ones that will lift shite underneath it. Or since you're like me and your face is just one giant blob, your highlighter, you have to specifically put things there because it's not like I have different defined bones right now. So you have to like, okay, my highlighter is going here with bronzer and blush. I need space and it'll hit off the bronzer and then boom, clump. Such a nice colour, but it's hard to use. There's not really any scent of it, thankfully. I do like the colour of it. I think it's overpriced, personally. And I don't regret buying that at all, but I won't buy another one. Maybe if I finish it in the future, maybe. But as it stands right now, I won't buy another one. It's too expensive. I wanted to see what the story was. I'm glad I have this colour because I didn't buy it as something that was too icy. Then what else did I get? I got these two, is that all? Okay. I got 2 eyeliners from Inglot. I have their black one. I think the black one is in the shade 88. They're gel eyeliners and these are really, really good. So this one is in the shade 84 and it's like a yellow. It's a yellow, a big flamingo. Flamingo? Why do I feel flamingo? What's flamingo again? That's a bird. That's pink, isn't it? No, I don't know. I'm losing it. Anyway, I'm using this. It's absolutely beautiful. I really like it. It's really creamy and it's fantastic. I felt bad. I really wanted coloured liners and I got these online on their online website. They deliver really, really quickly actually. And this cobalt blue one is in the shade 67. It's cracked. Why is it cracked? What the hell happened in here? Yeah, it's still really creamy. I don't know. I've Duraline anyway. This is like a cobalt blue one. It's so beautiful. These are so easy to use. Even if you're crap at putting on a wing, these are easier to use than liquid, whatever way they are. So I'm happy I have these. I have 2 colours and I don't need any more right now. So I got 3 products in March and this cost me 57 euros. So I went absolutely insane. I spent 303 euros and 1 cent in April. Well, I don't know if I paid for this. I got this in the chemist. It was in the... Anyway, this is the e.l.f. concealer. That chemist closed down. So I don't know anywhere in Kilkenny that I can buy e.l.f. I know that you can buy it in some places in Dublin because I was there over the weekend. But in Kilkenny, I don't see e.l.f. or Makeup Revolution anywhere at the moment. Just one Rimmel stall. Any chemist I go into, one Rimmel stall. That is it. Even the Boots in Kilkenny, I haven't seen really hardly anything unless I buy them online. So anyway, this concealer, this is the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer in Fair Rose. I like this concealer. I prefer drugstore concealers to high end. It's a bit light, but it's actually grand. I actually really like the finish of this. I'm happy I have it and I really enjoy using it. I enjoy this more than my NARS. Another one I bought as well, and I'm not sure what month this was in, but I just said I'd mention it. This is because I have it written down here, but my eyes are not really reading it properly. This is the Revolution Conceal and Define. This is a full coverage one. This is the Makeup Revolution one. There's 4 grams in it in the shade C1. This reminds me of the Tarte Shape Tape, but not as full coverage. It's still full coverage, but not uncomfortably full. This one, I actually really like this as well. If I had it back, I don't know what I buy it in C1, maybe a C2. Like, what's C2? It's still a bit light for me, but it's a doable one. I'm really enjoying both of these, and I like that I'm rotating them, so that's something. Now, this one I regret. This is the Colourpop. This one I actually just got this month, in April, it's actually May. So this is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh in the shade. This is what kills me. Look, this one is in the shade Fair 07C. This is white. This isn't a colour at all. This is just white, which would be handy, I suppose, if you are porcelain, but I always thought I was. But that's, you should see that on my face. It's like pure white and it's very, very thick. There's the smell of it. But it's so, I think it's because it's so light that it doesn't blend in under my eye, and it makes my under eye look worse. What I have been doing is mixing it, but because it's so white, I actually don't own a concealer dark enough to mix this even with, which is so frustrating. I've no idea what color I should be in this. I think it's very hard to tell a formula of a concealer properly if it and how it looks under your eye if it really doesn't match, because it just doesn't, it sits. The blue comes through. It makes things look worse. I don't know what to do with this. It's very thick as well. It's hard to blend it. So it is. So I don't know what to do. If you have any suggestions about this, let me know. Now, okay, this is the Be Perfect Cosmetics Manifest Dream Big palette. I bought this because This is the other palette that I have from them, and I can't even tell you how much I love this palette. I have been doing so many looks with this and it's just insane. Like, I got a neutral look out of this as well. You would be shocked the amount of beautiful looks you can get from one palette. It's like, how is there so many different looks from it? And I'm loving the formula in this one. So, So I was like, you know what now? I'm going to get this new palette. And I got it with a discount because they had a discount code. Makeup Miss has a discount code in her subscription description box, and her video is probably still there, so it probably still works too. But this is the Manifest Dream Big palette, okay? I still prefer the other one, I've said that before, but I actually really like this too. Look, the color story is going to give you a bit of a headache probably, okay? But this color here, you see this one, this shade in Anne, loads of people were complimenting me on this. This shade Anne is very, very similar to Unexpected from JD Glow. These shades, the formula in here is different to the formula in that, like, as in there's different formulas in here that wasn't in there. This Anne formula is in the other one, but like, the only thing I can say is there's not a very good lightening inner corner highlight shade. That's fine by me, but that might not be fine with other people. There are some cream shades in here too. I really like this one as well. I do prefer the other one, but I really like this too. This shade on the eyeball is so stunning. I don't regret this palette. Did I write down how much I paid for this palette? I didn't. I just put it all together. But this is beautiful. I'm really liking it. It's so fun. This is a cream shade up here. They're just so beautiful. Like, there's even purples in here. Did I need this? Absolutely not. But I was just curious because I have that other one and love that. Needs an inner corner highlight shade, but look, it's fine. I'm not that picky. Okay, what else did I get? Because I really went ham. Okay, as part of my Be Perfect order, they had, okay, sales and stuff in Ireland or accessible to Ireland aren't really a thing like they are in the US. Like, you know, the Sephora and the Ulta and all those things where you have like 70%. We don't really have, we don't have that at all. Best case scenario is like 15% on shite. Just absolute shite. Kind of like an ASOS in the clothing section and all they have is a plastic bag when you filter by your size and you're like, thanks there, yeah. Anyway, they had 3 for 2 on their lip glosses, and I don't know if you follow me if you do follow me, but in 2019 when I was going into the office, I flew through glosses. I finished like 14 per year because the joys of working exceptionally long hours previous to this. Anyway, I got a load of lip glosses, so let me just show you what they are. Okay. So this is also part of the Manifest Dream Big collection. Okay, this is the double glazed gloss. It's in the shade Raise Your Vibe. These are so cool. I love these. There's a smell, not on this one actually. This is like a clear gloss, but it has a bit of a kind of a frosty sheen of pink. I really like this too. This is so cool. Loving it. Now, these glosses are where it's at for me. Like, I love these. But the only thing I don't like about, but these are so pigmented that there's really no point wearing it over a lipstick. So I just wear it with a lip liner, but they're so, I hate saying this word, sexy. They really are. They give you a bit of a juicy mouth, and I could use all of that. So my favorite one so far is the Baby Girl one. This is the double glazed gloss from the Jack Josa collection. I think Ruth said that Jack Josa was on EastEnders or Celebrity Big Brother, one of those. I don't watch either of those, so I wouldn't know, girl. I wouldn't know. But this gloss is so, these are nudie gloss. I love a nude gloss. Oh, look at that shade there. Like, this is so stunning. I don't regret. So basically, how many did I get? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I paid for half of it because, and I think they were like a $5 each or something mad. This next one is in the shade Iced Latte. There's some good swatch photos as well online when you search for this, so it's easy enough to pick shades that actually would look pretty real. God, this is so hard. These are glosses. Like, how does one show you the gloss? They look pretty similar there, but they're not in the mouth. We have Drip Drip, which is a lighter one again. Oh, I love it. Look at this. This is so stunning. Like, there it is there. I love these, but they're just so pigmented. This is in Mojo or Mojo. But like, I just can't really wear them with a lipstick because there's just no point. Do you need all of them? No. Did I get all of them? Yes. I got a clear gloss because I have one other clear gloss left in my collection. I've used up everything else. So what I hate though is this is going to be colored as soon as I put it over a lipstick. You know, it won't be beautiful and clear. Got a clear one. I haven't used it yet, but I got one. And then I got a red one because I have one other red gloss in my collection, but it is like a bluey red, whereas this is an orangey red. And I wanted something for orangey red lipstick. So this is okay. The only negative thing I can tell you about any of these lip glosses is there is a scent of it. And it goes away when it's on your mouth, but I do notice it. And I'm just like, oh, what's that? And then it goes away. Then the final thing I got is this liquid lipstick in Supreme Velvet Fast Lane. It's a red liquid lip. I didn't think I'd buy a liquid lip like literally ever again, but I find I went through a huge red lip declutter and everything was moving on my face, so I thought this might actually not move. Maybe it'll be comfortable. I'll try it. And it was on discount as well, so I bought that. There's a food smell off that one. I'm fine with it. Okay, so we got a lot of lip products there, but that's kind of it. And then, so that's the first palette. Then, oh my god, I went crazy. So as part of that Colourpop order, I got these palettes because I did a video about ranking the Colourpop palettes that I owned. And as I discussed it with you guys in the comments, I felt like I need this. So I got the Mint to Be. I haven't used this one yet. I'll roll it into a Shop My Stash. Look at that. Isn't that not stunning? I can't feckin' wait to use this. Look how beautiful it is. I can't wait. I love I know like a lot of people don't seem to like Colourpop, but I love them. I don't like their customer service. Their customer service is shite. Utter shite. Maybe I just have never dealt with any of the good customer service agents, but I've had to deal with their customer service like 6 times now, and pretty much one of the times was fine, but that was because I waited 25 days for assistance. Anyway, I don't care because look, I love their palettes. It's, even though you have to kind of pay customs, not always, but sometimes, it's still cheaper than everything else really. This is the Lilac You Alot. This particular one I've wanted since, I don't know if I'm right about this, but January 2020. I feel like, I don't know if it was out then, but I just feel like because I bought the It's My Pleasure and I always regretted not buying this one as well. This is the Lilac You Alot. Hey baby! This is the Lilac You Alot. Look at this. Oh, it's divine. Like that's pink though, isn't it? What's that doing in there? This is a monochromatic palette. I can't wait. I haven't used this one yet either. I haven't used these yet because these only came in April, okay? And it is now May 1st, so haven't used these yet. And I can't wait. I can't wait. Have their other monochromatic ones. I got the Wine and Only because I love a good sultry looking palette. If you heard a little bit of a jingling, Mrs. the Fluff had to itch. Oh, you sleepy. Anyway, this is the Wine and Only one. This one I was like, do I, don't I, do I, don't I? But if I'm going to buy something from Colourpop, I don't want to wait. Like it takes about a month to 2 months to get to me. So that looks stunning, doesn't it? I was going to say it looks like wine, but like it's like the bronze version of red. The coppery version of red. It's so stunning looking. I can't wait to use this either. Haven't used this yet either. And then the other one I got, finally! I really was worried I missed out on this. This is the Mandalorian the Child palette. And it's like a cardboard packaging that has a mirror on it. I was afraid I'd miss this out. Everyone in the comments, I was literally having a full-blown discussion underneath that Colourpop video with everyone. They ended up getting this. I'm so excited to try it. I can't wait to use it. I love the packaging of this. So beautiful, kind of heavy too. So that's what I got from Colourpop. Is there anything else from Colourpop? Because I'm not done for this particular month. I got the Club Nebula. I haven't used it yet. I got the Club Nebula. You guys, if you follow me on Instagram, you know exactly the day that I got it. But anyway, I got this and I literally got up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Was it 4 o'clock or was it 2 minutes to 4? And I ordered it directly at 4 a.m. I think it was 4 a.m. I got it. And some of you guys gave me such great suggestions for my Pan That palette. You said put these topper shade. Ooh, that looks so stunning. There's this pinky shade. It looks weirder in person than what you expect. It comes in a really cool box. I'm so excited to use this. I don't know what will I be like with these topper shades. Like, is there any shade pigmented enough to use on its own? I don't know. But how cool will it be to pair them? Oh, I can't wait to use it. It's really heavy packaging as well. And it's magnetic. Can't wait to use that one. I'm happy I supported her and I like it. So there's that. This palette I didn't buy I bought this in October of 2020. I keep thinking I just skipped 2020 now. It's just a blur. But anyway, I bought this in October, the very second day. And it came this month. So I paid for it then. I didn't pay for it now. Okay, so I used it once so far because it's currently in my Shop My Stash. But I keep rolling way too many things into that, okay? But I feel like this is a pressed pigment palette. I need to use this purple again because I saw that Alex said it kind of, for her, kind of faded away. So I want to see, does that happen with me? I don't know, was I having a bad makeup day? Do you ever have one of those days where your brushes aren't as clean as they should be? You're coming up to a time where you're like, I need to wash these, and you're going to wash them and your makeup just turned out kind of shite. That's what happened. So I only use it the one time. So I don't really think it's fair to judge. Hello. I don't think it's fair to judge it off that. So I'm going to use it again, obviously, because this color story is just everything to me. I swatched all of these shades in my Shop My Stash. These shades are bloody beautiful looking. I just can't wait to use it more. It's in my Shop My Stash, so that's going. So, and it's like a little surprise because I like bought it. It's like a savings account for makeup. I bought it in October and now I have it. I know that a lot of people are immensely frustrated about the delay. It is absolutely shocking, the amount of delay, but I don't know, is it because I'm just deeply cursed with the level of empathy that I have as a person? Like, cursed. I would find a way to empathize with anyone, and it's terrible about me. But I was just like, she's on her own, it's an indie brand, this is tough, this is a big deal. I know, missus, it is a big deal. It's a big deal, it's a huge thing. I mean, how would you know if this many people are going to buy it? I was finding ways to make this acceptable. To me, I know it's maybe different for everyone else. I justified it being like, you know, it's fine. It's not ideal, but it's fine by me, in my standards. But you know, put anything in front of me and I'll find a way to justify it. It's terrible. Okay, so this is also part of the Club Nebula collection that I got from Kaleidos. I regret these. Oh no, I regret these. All of them. I regret all of them. I shouldn't have done it. These are their highlighters, okay? These are their highlighters. So this is the coolest one. This is the Space Age Prophecy, right? Cool, hugely cool. Right, look at that fleck. That flip is so cool. When I flip it here in front of you, I see like a peach flip. Don't know if you can see that. But when I put this on my face, and I don't know why, it's a green flip that I see. Mostly. The most prominent color for me is this green, and it accentuates texture on me, and it doesn't actually look good on me. Like, I'm not going to wear that to work. Like, I know it's cool and I know it's fun, and I'm going to try it again. I've tried it a few times now. I'm just like, oh, it's not flattering on me. It's cool, but it's not. There's the green. I flipped it this way and it's the green. It's a multi-chrome highlighter, but I'm not getting anything only green on me, on my face. I don't know why that is. And it's like a stark green as well. So it's not suiting me at all. And I'm really frustrated with it. The formula's fine. It's kind of like that crumblier formula, and it does accentuate texture. It's not the worst one that accentuates it, but it does. Fine. This next one, this is Star Surfer. I got this on a deal. They had that bundle and I was excited. I really wanted to try their highlighters. It was me. I picked the shades. I just picked wrong. So this is the number 2 Space Age Star Surfer, right? This is like a pink. Will I swatch these? Sorry. Ooh, it feels so cool. Like, look at that. Ooh, oh, look. Oh my God, it's so cool. Oh, it's so like, oh my God, look at my finger. It's so cool. Look at that there. I don't know if you can see it, but on my hand now, you can see the peach there. Can you see it? Now you can see the green. It looks so cool. I'm going to keep trying it, like, but it's just, no, look, now it's all green again. In the mirror, that looks peach, but in person, it's looking green. Oh, peach green, peach green. I don't know, I'm going to keep trying it, but it's just the green bit that's getting me. This one here is just icy. I am not going to learn. I hate icy on me. When am I going to like it? It's like a peach, it's pink icy. And it's a shifty pink icy. And it's grand. I don't dislike it, but when I want to look nice, I never want to look not nice. Do you ever just have those days where you feel disgusting? I wore jeans the other day for the first time in over a year and I felt like a massive whale. But anyway, this is nice, but it's not, I don't feel confident in it. I reach for other things over it when I want to look nice, which is not the way. It's not the way. And then I got the number 3 Space Age in Ray Rider, and this is like an orangier one, but it's still kind of icy. It's not, look there, look. It's like an orangey ice, an icy orange. So like when I wore them, I was like, that's grand, it's all right, but it's not nice. I don't feel like it's nice on me. I was like, do I try sell these? And if so, where, you know? Because they're so new, and it's not like something, it's so new I don't even want to give it away. Like, I would like to try and recoup something I got off of that, you know? Okay guys, sorry, I forgot to mention this. This is the Nabla Skin Glazing Blush in Independence. And I bought this in March, I forgot to mention it. This is they're satin finish, but it's just a beautiful, beautiful colour. Look at that. It's such a beautiful colour. I love this. It's like satin. It's not shiny, it's a glow. It's like healthy on your cheek. It's so nice. It's a gelée formula, so there's not really any kick up to this at all. I'm happy I bought this. I have her bronzer. I didn't purchase anything in May at all. May was an empty makeup month. No purchasing of anything in May. So the last thing I bought was in April, and I believe it arrived in May. This is the Give Me Glow Cosmetics palette in Pastel Dreams, and I spent a feckin' fortune on this. Where is it? Where is this? €71.30 to get it to Ireland. Holy Mother of the Divine Lord, that's insanity. Do not tell anyone I did that in my real life, because that's an absolute joke. But it's so heavy. It's an indie brand. I have their Juicy Olive. Is that what it's called? Juicy Olive? Give Me Olive? Oh my God, I'm losing it. I love that. I love the formula, and I've been wrecking everyone's head by giving out saying, I don't own any pastels. This was before I had the Mint to Be. And I didn't own any pastel colours, and I only had neons, and for spring I was like, I don't have any pastels. Guys, this is beautiful. This is so beautiful. The pans are massive. It's huge. You don't need it. But I wanted it and I got it, and I'm so happy I got it. It's so beautiful. Look at that shade over there. That shade is so, sorry if I'm blinding you by the way. That shade is very similar to the one in the It's Freakin Bats collection. This is stunning, and I'm just so happy with it. The pastels show up on me so far. Before, I had a pastel palette from Sleek. Okay, that's probably a bad example, but it was the only one I had, and I decluttered it recently after holding it for like 8 years. Because the pastels didn't show up in my eyeball, and then I have some pastels in the Beauty Bay palette, hi baby, and that doesn't show up on my eye at all as well. So this does show up, and I am so happy with this. Look at the colors in here. I wonder, is this yellow going to satisfy the yellow itch that I've been having, because I don't have a, yay! It does. I wouldn't declutter the Sleek palette because of the yellow that was in it. Oh my God, guys, this is so stunning. I love it. I'm so happy about that one. Oh, it's so heavy. I had it in my cart, and when I saw, and I was paying through PayPal, and when I saw the thing transfer to euros, I was just like, oh God, that's way too much money for one palette. So let's just see what we bought category wise. So far, guys, I keep track of everything month by month in my little thing. I have how many times I wore makeup, the month that it is, how much I used, and how many products I used up, like money wise. And then I have how much I spent, and if I got a gift, I put that in there so I can keep track of it. And then I write down everything I bought underneath. So anyway, this is really bad. I spent €728.90 on makeup so far this year, and that does not include nail varnish. I was not sure whether I was supposed to put nail varnish in here or not. So I spent €728.90. So far I bought makeup in January, February, March, April. I didn't buy anything in May, so there's that, which is good. I'm not drawn to anything. I'm having a highlighter anxiety attack because everything, I'm kind of upset over this. I don't know what to do about it. So now let's just see per category, what have I, oh guys, I didn't show you everything. I also bought this highlighter from Becca in Champagne Pop. I bought a full size Champagne Pop. It was an ordeal to get this, but I finally have a full size in Champagne Pop, and I really like this highlighter too. Don't think it's worth the hype, but I really like it. If anyone knows a good highlighter that is not icy and it doesn't really accentuate texture, can you please let me know what that is, please, because I'm just doing so terribly. So now let's just break down the categories of what in the name of Lord I purchased. Primers, we'll start it that way. For primers, I bought, and so far in 2021 I bought 2 primers. I have purchased 7 foundations. I regret 2 of these because the shades are so terribly wrong, but nothing is wrong with any of these in formula. All right, we got that. And then for concealers, I bought 3, which is great for me because I actually finished concealers. I don't have many concealers in my collection. I regret 1 of the 3, but all 3 are too light. So lesson to be learned, always buy a shade darker than I think I am, because I clearly am a bit darker than I keep thinking I am. Okay, what's next on the face? For blushes in 2020, I have purchased 3. 2 from Colourpop, 1 from Nabla. I like all 3, don't regret any of those, they're beautiful. For highlighters, okay, we actually got a lot of highlighters, do we? Well, that's because I decluttered a lot as well. Okay, so for highlighters, I bought 6 highlighters, 2 are creams. Out of these 2, I don't regret either. I like both. I do think the RMS is overhyped, but I don't regret either of those purchases. And then I bought 4 powders and I regret 3 and I'm happy with 1. And I just went about decluttering 2 0-for-1s as well. Okay, next is lip products. So I bought 11 lip products so far in 2020. 3 of them are lipsticks, so lippy sticks. 3 of them are lippy sticks, 1 liquid lipstick. Don't regret any of those 3. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lip glosses, and I paid for half of them. 1 red, don't regret any of these. So I'm happy with all of these and I really enjoy the formula of those. 2 in eye product category now, and that's it. I got 2 eyeliners, which I don't regret either. Both of those are a happy purchase, so at least there's that. I got, for eyeshadows then, I got 3 single eyeshadows, 3 Supershocks, don't regret any of those. Do I need them? Absolutely not, because it turned out they're pretty much the same as each other. For eyeshadow palettes, that's where it gets insane. This is always my crutch, my Achilles heel, whatever you want to call it. So these are all of the palettes that I have purchased in 2021. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I bought 9 palettes in 2021. So there's that. Out of these 9 palettes, do I regret any? No. At least that. I don't regret any of those. That was a good old purchase. That is everything that I have got, like, purchased myself in 2021. And there's the biggest lesson for me is concealers are always too light, foundations seem to be too light, and highlighters are too icy. I don't like them. I need to spend more time on thinking about highlighters because I just don't like them, and I had just decluttered some as well, and I frankened the others, and they were expensive and it broke my heart. But anyway, that is everything that I did. I'm bearing it all with you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.